Hi guys, I'm Oliver and today I'm going to be doing some magic tricks and then I'm going to teach you how to do a very nice and simple magic trick. To start with, I have this nice £5 note of my own design, of which you can see both sides. Quite a nice, simple design, of course. The only problem with this is that it's a little bit crinkled, but yeah, there's nothing you can do about that. So I'm just going to fold this £5 up. Now my favourite thing about this £5 is if we turn it around, give it a little bit of a shake and start to unfold it once more, we might get to see, here we have the amazing £10 note, also on both sides. There we have it. Now, sticking with the theme of money, here on this plate I have two £2 coins, as you can see. I'm just going to put them here, and these £2 coins are very special because if we tap the plate, you can see one of them falls through. Nice standard £2 coins, and a completely normal plate as well. So now, sometimes when people do cards, instead of using money like we just did, they like to use instead some poker chips like these. Now these are very special. See, I can make them change places in my hand. All I have to do is shut them like this, and then look, they change places. I'm gonna do it one more time. It's amazing, I know. There. Now I know what you were thinking. You just turn them over in your hands. Nothing special about that at all. But really, you're right, yeah. The one that I said was in fact white on both sides was actually just one on each. But of course there was never any black, just blue and green. In fact, there was never, it's just blue and green. In fact, there was never any white either, just red and yellow. And that are the changing poker chips. Now for a card trick. This is one of my favourite actually, card tricks. So it is a nice standard deck of cards, as we can see, all different. What we're going to do now is, normally I'd get someone to choose a card, but for this trick I'm just going to run through. Let's go for the Jack here. Now this particular card we're going to have to place back in the wrong way up, as you can see, like this, the wrong way up. So we're just gonna put it back in. Hold on. If you go back a bit, Dad. Sorry, I don't need this on the table yet. I just need to fold that up and put it away. Oh, I'm missing it. Oh no, it's fine. I've got it. Never mind. So now, what was I going to do? Oh yes, we have to spread the cards on the table, and since we put it in face down, it should be very simple to find. In fact, if we look a little bit closer, we can see that is the face down card, the only face down card in the deck. And if we take a closer look, we can see that it is much smaller than the other cards. It's something rather strange. But of course, if we go closer, I'm sure that I can turn it back to normal size quite easily. It is a bit of a shame about this deck of cards actually. It does have a tendency to be a little bit, let's say, undersized, like this. Of course, if we then shut them all back together, give them a little bit of a shake, you can see that they have all returned to a nice normal size once more. I think I'll do one last trick before I do the trick that I'm going to teach to you. For this one we're going to need this wipe, just in case, because we are using real live water, very dangerous material. Do be careful with water. and a newspaper. Some of you might read this newspaper, sometimes gets delivered to schools, you might even have it delivered to your house. I'm going to go right into the middle here, as you can see, and I'm going to close it off like this, and I'm going, oh come on, I've lost it. Oh, where are you? Yeah. And we're going to open it up again like in the middle, just where we were, and I'm going to pour this glass of water into this jug to make it. And then we're going to pour this jug of water right down into that newspaper. Every last drop. There we have it. Now, if we just turn this newspaper, I am doing this in the living room, so I do hope this works, upside down, we can see that not a drop of water has come out, which is, yeah, not bad. But if we turn it the right way up, and this is my favourite part of this trick, when we get this glass of water, what we can do is we can pour it all out. Every last drop. Oh, and just so you know that this really is water. Not bad, not bad. So, that is the end of my magic show, but I do have one last thing to teach you. And that is, if we get our deck of cards back again from behind this, a nice simple magic trick, for which you only need 9 cards. So I'm just going to use the first 9 cards. I think that's 9. I wasn't really counting, but and for these you need to lay it out in a 3x3 grid, like this. So, we have split it into column A, column B, and column C. Now, you can get a volunteer to choose any one of these cards. For this one, we're going to say that they... What? Oh yeah, for this one we're going to say that they chose this card. Of course you wouldn't know that, but for this, but just so we can see, and then you'd ask them to choose column A, column B, or column C, which one their card was in. And in this case, of course, it's in column B. Whichever column they say it's in, you have to collect that one up first, okay? And then you collect up the other 2 columns, but you have to make sure these 3 cards from the column that they chose stay on top, like this. So these are the 3 cards from the column that they chose. Now we're going to turn it over and deal out once more the 3x3 grid. There we have it. And once again, you're going to ask them to choose a column. But of course, if we notice, these 3 cards are the same 3 cards that were in column B last time, so we know it has to be one of these. And of course, since this was their card, we're going to have to ask them to choose which column their card is in again. And they're going to say this column, so we know this is their card. Of course, if they'd said this column, this would have been their card, or this column, this would have been their card. And by that way you know that this is their card. And that is a nice simple magic trick, gets good reactions, and it's quite a lot of fun to do as well. Thank you for watching, and yeah, bye.